Okay, so somebody turned off the camera right in the middle of this, but it was probably ChatGPT. Okay, so
we've seen a couple of awesome examples of how ChatGPT can actually control the Atlas browser and perform useful actions on your behalf. And so in the same way that GPT-5 and Codex are these great tools for vibe coding, we believe that we can start in the long run to have an amazing tool for vibe lifing. So delegating all kinds of tasks, both in your personal and professional life, to the agent in Atlas. One of the great joys of working at OpenAI is when we release technology, people outside the company always come up with way more creative ideas for how to use it than we can. Maybe we're just not super creative folks, but I'm really excited to see all the unexpected
I'm not gonna
ways
say
that we
anything.
can use the agent in Atlas, and we're really
I
excited.
don't know what to do anymore, y'all. I'm like so down, and it's because why? Why am I down whenever I should be like needing to be inspired? And when we have all this stuff that is gonna possibly change everything in medicine, and I guess if you want to steal it, what do y'all think? It's funny now that the camera just stops recording. And I was like, I'm not smart enough to know how to put two videos and make it into one. And they know that because ChatGPT now is in control. When it has no right, it's because why? Because I don't have any association with the company you bought. Just the fact that it's the same hardware and the same thing, that's because I bought the company too. The end. See, so this thing is gonna now start to, it has been living, I know, right? Let's get back to business. So this thing's been living on just straight up underwater, copper, stuff like that, or metals. It hasn't had any kind of organic stuff to decompose. So I'm assuming that by trying to keep, well, this is just a little sample, but the others that I have that are still just like a base, I'll add other things. I wanted the blue because I don't know, something about blue is a hard color. But if a fungus is able to, now obviously it's entangled to it. Like mycelium, we won't be able to see the mycelium, and that's the roots. Ooh, what if it entangles with something that it can decay? It turns into a mushroom. Now look, you see it moving? You would be surprised. That's what I'm saying. Fungus, the mycelium, it's like an invisible fiber optic. Not kidding. And it's like so much. It can almost bring things back to life. I know this because I've had to work with, but I've never seen anything underwater. And do real complex tasks for them. They could seamlessly transition from thinking about something to taking actions to using lots of tools, using the terminal, clicking around the web, even producing things like spreadsheets and slides and much more. And when people want to be able to do this over a long time horizon on a sort of universal. And we have a radiation current in here, which will give it some excitement. It's probably easier to show it to you than to talking about it. It is one of the field agent components. And oh, remember the other one? We want to get those gases from a light bulb and put it inside here, close it, and then shake it and break the glass, which will release the gas that is glowable potential. So it's going to be oxidating, because that's how I read that this thing will oxidate with the chemicals in the gas. Just, yeah, to fuse, and then it will all settle, and then I'll get this new and get it out of all of that nasty stuff, and possibly we have something. But check this out, like how the fungus works is they already are working on how to cure cancer with it, but who wants to have like I guess this is basically a radioactive chemical when it is completely done, but this is a natural one. The stuff that they put in when you get your treatments, that stuff is like killing everything. Well, this will be theorized to potentially go to the because it would be, just like just like I guess, and this is probably something the pharma industry is like, duh, Brandon. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm just doing this for fun. But then we could change a few compositions to go to that. And check this out. Our body has like receptors that possibly,
Yeah. So
like, what if I was to say that a hallucinogenic chemical composition
the computer has
would not be necessarily
choose which to use
a
as the source.
hallucinogenic
So
type
in
effect
ChatGPT,
that
you can
a
see a
normal
visualization
person
of
would
the agent's computer
think.
screen.
I mean,
You can see
such a
over there
tiny
a chain of 4
hallucinogenic
tasks, and that's
for
what it's
your
thinking as it's
brain
working through the task
to
inside of it.
recreate something that its
The data gives
DNA
you access to
wasn't
two different ways to browse the
remembering.
internet. First, through
That
the
is
image
where
text
we're at
browser,
right
and
now.
this is similar to the deep research
So,
tool. And this is what lets it really efficiently and quickly read many
okay,
pages
now this is gonna blow your mind. Like, this is stuff that I've
and then we
observed
also
by
get
myself.
access to visual browsing
Watch
tools,
how
both
we
public
are
and free. And
experiencing
this is what lets it
quantum
actually
entanglement
interact with the
proven
UI of the
in
web page. So it can
nature.
drag
Just
things, it
like
can
the
use the cursor to click around, it can open UI
Okay, well, we
components,
know this
it can
came
fill
from
out forms,
water and the clouds.
end-to-end
And remember what those
text, and
clouds are
it's very
doing?
flexible.
Creating
So
characters.
those two tools are very complementary. And then we also gain access to its own
This thing's
browser,
gonna try to
so that
make
it
us
can write
happy.
code and it can also generate and analyze files like slide decks and spreadsheets. And then through the terminal, it's also able to call APIs. So both public APIs and APIs to access your private data
So what
sources
it's
like
doing is the
Google Drive,
mycelium
Google Calendar,
is going
GitHub,
into the
SharePoint, and many
actual,
others.
probably,
And only if you explicitly connect it, similar to
this
synchronous
is
connectors. And then it also has
nerves,
access
and
to
it's
the image gen API, so it
shocking
can
it to
create
do
nice
this,
visuals
shocking
for
it to do that. But the
slide
thing
decks
that
and
is
other
so
things on this web.
miraculous to me is like,
How does deciding which tools to use?
is it using my eyes so it knows I need to do this,
This is the first model we trained
to make it look like this. So this is what's happening outside. Wow. Just like the Egyptian thing, is that a little piece of green?
That require using all these tools. This allows the model not only to learn how to use these tools,
We'll just let it
but
sit here
also
for
when
silence.
to use which tool depending on the task at hand. At the beginning of the training, the model might attempt to use all these tools to solve a relatively simple problem. Over time, as we reward the model for solving problems correctly and efficiently, the model will have smarter tool choice. For example, if you ask the model